there are 40,000 temples which were demolished by the Muslims.
4
There
lakh
are
or 40,000?
40,000
4
only,
lakh or 40,000?
or 40,000. 4 lakh may be small here, small ones and all that, but I'm talking these are major ones. But these temples are divided into 40,000 minus 3. 3 are temples which have to be rebuilt in the same spot. One is Ram Mandir because Ram was born there. My faith tells me Ram was born there. The Hindu faith tells me says that Ram was born there, and therefore it has to be the same spot where Babri Masjid was built. And so, therefore, the argument after my entry into the Supreme Court went on this basis, and ultimately it was given entirely to the Hindus, this whole area, and the Muslims were offered another place in Faizabad, which they accepted. I must say that was good of them to do it, but they did accept it. Now, same thing with Kashi Vishwanath, where Lord Shiva planted the Jyotirling. And there are 12 places Shiva planted in India. And the 11th one was the one in Gujarat, which was built by Sardar Patel. And this last one is this one in Varanasi. And it has to be built there. But there's a huge, big masjid there, which Aurangzeb got built. And so that has to be demolished, and it has to be done through the courts, because there's no way you can use, can have a mob going and breaking it up. Krishna Mandir also, that is exactly where Krishna was born according to our faith. So it has to be built there. And there is a masjid there built on where Krishna was born according to our faith. So where faith gets involved, it has to be redone. But the remaining temples, minus 3, they can be built, in a nearby place.
Why, Swamy? Why do we have to be so generous when there is good food?
It is not a question of generosity.
Why do we want to see mosques?
Because our theology says it is the prana pratishtha puja is done to the idol, and it is the idol which is sacred, unless there is a specific reason to say this is the only place you can build it. So these temples can be built a little far away. I don't think that religiously there is anything. If you have some other reasons, such as we won the war against the Muslims, and therefore we have a right to do this deal. Of course, when the Muslims lost the war to the Christians demolished all the masjids and built the churches there, and vice versa. For instance, in Turkey, all the churches were demolished and the masjids were built where earlier on there was a masjid. So that kind of attitude you can have. But if you want to bring back...
Why not?
Well, I personally think that the idol is the important thing.
No, idol is not the point. You can't reward vandalism of our temples. Even as structures, for example, so many of them are really great grand pieces of architecture. And I see no reason why they should be rewarded by saying, keep it. We are so generous. We have let you build 5 lakh new mosques, but we will also let you keep them. It's not as if they have not built thousands, perhaps lakhs of new mosques all over India. What right do they have over? Why can't they gracefully just surrender?
This is not the view of the Acharya Dharma, the Acharya Sabha. And in fact, in 1964, all the sadhus had got together, all the Pramukh sadhus. The RSS also is of the same view, after having attended the conference and committed that we want the temple so that people can go and pray to the idol. But if the place is not central to the temple, then we can build it elsewhere nearby. And the only place we identified in that conference, and as far back as 1964, was three places: Ram Janmabhoomi, Krishna Janmabhoomi, and Kashi Vishwanath. These were the three.